pitching here today, Matthew Liberator. What do we have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in, Lamont Wade Jr. And that's downstairs. And this one is off and running. Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott makes his way towards it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Throw into third, and he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space,
oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one outside, and the count is 1-2. Lined into right. Nootbaar hauls it in, and there's one away. And here is Matt Chapman. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And takes low for ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Elliot Ramos digs in now. Slapped foul. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. 2 outs, bases empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, but it kicks foul. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And it's foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hauls it in to end the inning. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye. Back here in St. Louis, and starting in this one, Logan Webb. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Man at first, nobody out. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that ball is gone. He circles the bases, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Nootbaar now at the plate. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. The other way. Fair ball. Arenado makes the turn at second. The relay. He's in there.
There he is coming through with the knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
Digging in, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Up the middle, a sliding stop and short. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Well, he still gets the RBI, but that was a really nice play. Great athleticism. You get it out, and you take away the base hit.
Come on, young
Here's
Dave.
Nolan Gorman.
Young Dave right here. Young Dave. Oh, young Dave.
Center. Lee puts it away, and that is the third out.
Yeah.
Second inning set to go. And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. And a strike in there.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Check swing, called strike.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there. Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Patrick Bailey getting ready to hit. Out in front and foul to the left side. Tying run is at first. Here in the top of the second. That's too low. 1-1. Just missed. Next offering way off the plate.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Popped up. And Arenado makes the catch. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Win. Zips it to first. 3rd out. 1 left. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Webb back to work. Ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Pedro Pajes, the next to hit.
They deep as hell. They my surprise World Series.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Oh, sensitive.
Swings and misses at one down below the zone. Chases the changeup in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. Victor Scott will hit next. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base.
Ooh, it's okay.
Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered in this game. Webb over to first, and he's back in easily.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
There's the strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yes.
On the ground to first. Sneaks through, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second. 2 outs. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Scott, the lead runner at second. Wynn on at first with 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground, right side. On to first, and that will end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, and here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Fly ball center field. Squeezes it, and there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
That's inside. Yeah, the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Doubled in his first AB. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of the stick.
Swung on, belted. That ball's carried. And off the base of the wall. One runs in. Contreras headed home. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
Yes,
he
we got two out of it.
They lead by 3-5-2.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Gorman avoids the first pitch for ball one.
Ooh, we take that.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
– Strike two.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Hit in the air out to center field. Lee. And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit. Pedro Pajes. And a big swing and a miss.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball could be 2. Adames to second, and that's 2. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Chapman. Just missed.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Elliot Ramos. First pitch misses. To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
This one in the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses down and away. Chop back up the middle. Koss whips it to first on the run.
No, he's in there.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. So two down, Nolan Arenado. Next up for the Cardinals. He's 2 for 2. That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no error. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's Wilmer Flores. On the ground to third. Zips it across. 1 away here in the 5th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Outside, ball 1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
2-2 now.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. Giants go in order. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Slow roller up the middle. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Hit on the ground to short. Adames. Tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. 1 for 2.
Nolan Gorman.
Swing and a pop-up. Adames makes the play, and it's out. Top 6. Now at the plate.
How long you been out here? How long you been out here? shit called?
Lamont Wade Jr.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Giants being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Adames up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Win. Throws across the diamond, and they get Adames for the out. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good list.
That one to first, and that chance handled. A flip to the pitcher covering, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Giants 2. Back.
How you doing? They have everything? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thanks.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. You know, these Cards doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Yastrzemski pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now Victor Scott.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Shortened a bunt and missed it, 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one ripped left field. That's back. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. Swinging a foul straight back. That one inside. Look out. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 7th. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. And first offering is fouled off. Liberator ready to fire now.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they inch closer. It's 6-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that.
Ripped to right. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Back to the mound. It hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Tying run at the plate. Double play ball to second. There's one. He got it. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. Gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Bailey, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Slowly on the ground to short. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. We're back in a new pitcher here to start. The bottom of the 7th, Randy Rodriguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Spencer Bivens getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Birdsong getting loose as well. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
No ball,
that's cheddar, baby.
Swing and a drive deep right field. And that is a foul ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. That one gets down for a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one hit to right. Yastrzemski under it. Makes the catch. And there are two outs. Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss. And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. And that's outside. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So here's Wade now. And first offering is fouled off. That's a slider for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Cards leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And a ground ball to first. He takes it on his own. Giants go in order.
Pitching for San
Back now,
Francisco.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hayden Birdsong.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Gorman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And he swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. So up next, Brendan Donovan.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's out to center field. Lee under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And it's fouled away. Birdsong, 23 years old. And he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2020. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And now the center fielder. Ryan Helsley on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Ryan Helsley.
Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. 2-1 now. And that's in the dirt. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Chapman stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And now the count is even. The Giants trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. And that skips in the dirt.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Good and swing for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Right through there for a strike. 0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I'm going to get beat here. This is a good time for something off-speed away.
The Giants down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely.
Hey. Me singing top Philly success at 14 hits. 6 RBI. He struck out 4 times. 1 homer. He was 2 pitches on starter. Went 8 innings. He got 6 Ks and gave up 3. After that, let's say.